Right, well, let's have a look now at these Week 14 predictions, because I know you love watching these. I know you like hearing from Corbs as well, and we do have Corbs' predictions, but I also want to get you a little bit involved as well. We're going to shoot through the Week 14 of Major League Rugby coming up. I can't believe it. We're saying Week 14. Here we go then. We're going to start off in DC because DC are taking on Anthem, and I think this is safe to say that we're both going to agree on this one in that Corbs, well, let's have a look what Corbs has said. Corbs has said he's gone DC by 9. So he's actually saying that Anthem really have, come up and are improving. I'm going to say DC by 12, back at home. They finally got a home win the other week. Yeah. And so, I do see DC. They are playing a lot better. And I would say, unfortunately for Anthem, this is a tough place to go. Do you agree with Corbs and I, DC, to take this?
I agree with you guys. I'm going to say they win by 7.
Okay, so a little bit tighter. I see what you've done there. You've undercut us all.
Bonus point for Anthem. I'm going to lose a bonus point for Anthem.
Fair enough. Yep. Now we get into 4 quality games over the weekend. I'm not saying that a DC Anthem game is not, but we start on this sort of run of, I think is a flip of the coin in all these games. NOLA at home to Houston. Now Corbs has decided that NOLA are on this great winning streak. He has backed them and he believes that NOLA are going to win by 2. I believe that with the Sabercats, the fact they've had a week off, they have the forward pack, they play in the heat, they play in humidity in Texas. I don't think that is going to bother them going to NOLA. I do think it's going to be really tight, but I just see that the kicking game, the accuracy of the set piece for the Sabercats, I think they'll do this one. They're the best team in MLR for a reason. I'm going to say Sabercats by 5. Now, Ben, come on.
You're going to love me for this. Being the former 10, I mean, there's not a better 1-2 punch in the league at 10 than having Alatimu and Kutzer back there for Houston. However they play those guys, I'm with you. I think Houston goes down there and they win with the week off. As good as NOLA played last week, and as much as I guess was impressed by the way they played and I love their side, I'm going to say Houston by 3.
Oh, okay. You're backing me. I like it. Let's move on then. Let's talk about this clash of the week. We heard from Joel. We heard from Greg. Obviously, San Diego, Corbs goes with them. He always says by 1. You know what? I obviously want San Diego to do well. They've the last couple of seasons gone there and won there. Zions Bank Stadium is a very tough place to go. It was one of the best wins that we had last season when I played for the Legion away. But I think this is tough. Utah come off the back of a bye week. I think they're always better at home. They've lost the Sabercats and yes, they've lost to Seattle this season. But other than that, that was only close games. I'm gonna even it out. I don't know which way this is gonna go. So I'm gonna even this out. Corbs will say San Diego by 1. I will say Utah by 1 as well. What have you got for me, Ben?
He might want to come after me because I'm gonna go with Utah too.
God, no, he said it.
No, and it's for those reasons that we talked about. I agree with what you said. They had the week off. Physical, tough win that San Diego had. I mean, I know 7 out of 6 they've won, but how many times can you go to the well? I think Utah comes out, and I think they're sharp, and I think they win this thing by 4.
Oh, there it is. By 4. Fair enough. Right, let's get through these last 2 games very quickly. Free Jacks go back at home to this Dallas team who I just don't know because one week they are on fire, obviously beating Seattle at home in their last game that they played. They then travel. It's a big travel. Corbs has said that travel will impact them and therefore he does believe the Free Jacks will do this. He said Free Jacks by 4. I'm going to go the other way. I just feel that the Jackals are onto something and the Free Jacks are just declining a little bit. I'm going to just say Dallas by 3. What do you think?
I'm going to probably contradict myself here, but Seattle went there and won. DC went there and won. Now DC's a train ride.
Yeah.
But the point is that sides have proven they can go into New England and win there.
Yeah.
With that said, I think New England bounces back this week at home. I'm going to take them by 5.
Interesting. You're going to back Corbs. Fair enough. And then lastly, LA take on Miami. LA again at home. Miami have to do some traveling this time, and that is a big travel going all the way to the West Coast.
Yep.
Corbs obviously impressed by the RFCLA side that he literally was against at the weekend. So he's going to say, and has said, LA by 5. I just think Miami, those South Americans there, they'll be so buoyant after that win against the Free Jacks. I see them doing this, and I see them doing this by 7. So I'm going to say Miami by 7.
I'm going to go against you on that. I'm going to take LA. I'm going to take LA at home. I'm going to say they win by 3. Close match, but I think they win by 3, maybe somewhere like a 2017 kind of match.
There you go. There you go. You've had it. Those are the predictions. The crystal ball challenge, as we like to call it, between Corbs and myself, and then Ben just coming in there, just stirring it all up. That's fantastic. And hey, let's see what happens in week 14. Be interesting to see what you guys predict coming up.